Ooh, what's going on? What's going on?
We back again.
Hey, everybody, we back again. Mario goes back at it. We got some more nonsense to talk today. We gave you some Star Wars earlier, so if you missed that, go ahead and check that out. But we got some nonsense to talk about. Scotty, we back for another one, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling amazing. Got my chips and my dip.
All right, let's see. We're gonna be eating. Here we go. But yeah, so never does a show without eating something, drinking something.
Because
Like he waits. He don't even schedule dinner time. He waits for the show to start, and he is over here just crunching, going to town, all that nonsense.
I like to
everybody.
multitask. I can't just say do one thing at a time. I gotta do two things at a time. It helps you live longer.
Man, that's not true. That is, but let's get into it. So yeah, man. Today we gotta talk about with this. All right, Scotty. In my preference, this dude might have won the award for the minor league film Stand on Business of the Year award. My guy needs no introduction. Edward Cocaine. Let me bring that picture back up for you. Look at my guy. Edward Cocaine. Right there.
Look at him.
He might have one. We don't have an award, but we might have to win. We might have to create one for him. We'll talk about that in just a minute. This is my early films, man. Tap in with us, movies, and it's more the entertainment side. And entertainment a little bit, but movies, entertainment, video games, Sky Talks, comics, all that good stuff we talk about right here. So go ahead, hit that like, hit that sub, all that. If you're on TikTok or not TikTok, if you're on YouTube, not YouTube, yeah. If you're on Twitter, there we go. Twitter, get that follow. Check me out there. All that, all the other ones too, man. Throw those in there. But yeah, so we gotta talk about this. So Scotty, talked to you earlier in the week. I was like, I see this news story. I went down Twitter. I was scrolling down, and I seen this news story, and I was like, ain't no way this is real. Scotty, I go on Twitter, and I see my guy, Edward Cocaine, with his mugshot up. We're just going to call him Edward Cocaine. With his mugshot up saying, man flies from New Jersey to Florida overnight and gets charged with second-degree attempted murder over video game feud. So before we even jump into what my guy Edward Cocaine did, Scotty, you play games, all right? You've done a couple tournaments. You do this online gaming thing that I don't do. I understand arguments happen, but in the realm of possibilities, which we have seen some stuff maybe around the same before, but what's the chances that stuff that you talk about on the video game actually translates into a real life flight to another state to go tell somebody, hey, you're not going to talk to me like that over the web?
Man, I say 1 in 1,000, something like that, because I have known personally, like they're my friends, but I've known people that have actually met up. This is back in the day where you still could meet up without getting shot. That would meet up over shit set over video games. And even as a high school kid, I was like, this is some dumb shit. If somebody calls me a bitch online that I'm beating their ass, I don't have to fight you for what? Waste my money, my precious money, to go fight you and possibly get shot because you said something to me crazy. It's not like we're in the street and you said something to me crazy. I'm on a video game. Say whatever the hell you want to say. Like, I'm telling you, like, these boys out here are soft to spend probably, how old was that kid? 20?
Yeah, 20 years old.
To spend probably like a quarter of his paycheck to fly out there to a state he doesn't know, to an area he doesn't know, with a hammer from Ace Hardware. Didn't even scope out the house, right? Like, he came there like 2 a.m., didn't see if anybody was home or not. And then the boy said he saw him standing in the kitchen. Good Lord. There was no preparation. It was just all emotion. That's why I be telling people, I'm like, yo, people say women are emotional. Yo, these boys are emotional. That's some emotional shit. That's crazy. It's I can't even fathom having a friend that did that. Like, if you did that, I wouldn't even believe it. I would not believe it. If I saw arrest records, a mugshot, and what you did, I would say he was framed. He was framed. It is no way. I would have to come to you, to your jail, where you were, hold your hands, hold your eyes open, and say, I need a lie detector test and all this shit, because I just wouldn't believe it. I'd be like, you can't be that stupid. You cannot be that stupid and that emotional. It's not. It ain't even. It's not fathomable to me that you can be that emotional in 2024. You better talk to your therapist or something.
What I'm saying is, Scotty, I play Mario Kart from time to time. I got it on the Switch. I take it a little bit serious. I might be the best player in the universe,
Okay,
ranked.
so
I'm at least top two and not two is all I'm saying. If
top
I
two
hop
in your apartment.
top two and not two, that's all I'm saying. So if I hop on Mario Kart, somebody talking to me crazy, and I'm like, look, I ain't gonna tell you again. You catch this red shell, get up out my way, and I don't want to hear it.
Yeah,
They may cross the line, or I might have to be like, oh, your IP address? Like you in Austin, Texas. Well, guess what? I'm gonna be there tomorrow because I done told your ass about talking to me crazy over Mario Kart. There may be a time. Look, all I'm letting you know, the public opinion is behind my guy Edward Cocaine right here. Public opinion is saying he stood on business. And look, sometimes it's just what you have to do. But let me go ahead and read the news story, and then we'll jump back in here with our opinions. So here's the story. A man is in custody on attempted second-degree murder charges after allegedly attacking another person with a hammer. I'll say police say Edward Cocaine, 20, allegedly flew from. We got Trump and Biden showing up. Can I hear that? Oh, there it goes. All right. We got Edward Cocaine allegedly flew from Newark to New Jersey to Jacksonville, Florida, to confront the unnamed victim over a dispute through an online fantasy video game called ArcAge. I've never heard of ArcAge. I don't know what it is. If
nobody has.
let me know in the comments. Let me know somewhere what ArcAge is. Okay, so the police, county police sheriff says this is a weird one. Really, some things you say, some things you just can't make up. There are some things that you say, what in the world was he thinking? And there are some things that make you say, you're not going to believe this. This makes you say all four of those. So basically, he flew from Florida. He was able to enter the victim's home because the front door was unlocked, which is another issue.
Right.
According to Leaper, Kane was wearing all black clothing, gloves, a mask, attacked the victim. The two ended up struggling on the ground. And down here, that's where the dad was able to find them. Because I'm not going to read this whole thing. But that's where the dad was able to find them. They were able to restrain him until the police showed up. And there was, some blood over the floor. So yeah, apparently he did some damage. He was able to get in there, fight him, hit him with the hammer, all that good stuff. So back to
the
us.
The fact that they said that it's gonna be a long time before you play video games again, buddy. And his mom showed up to like his Zoom hearing and stuff and was trying to advocate for him to have bond. No, bitch, your son is a dumbass. Like, I'm not even going to say that he's a murderer because let me just look at it one more time. Let's get it one more time. If he showed up,
oh my bad.
If I go,
hey, but that's a man right there who stands on business, Scotty. I don't know how you criticize.
If I woke up at 2 a.m. and I go to my kitchen and there's someone standing and now, okay, he had a mask on. Okay, fine.
All black.
Okay, I'm going to be startled, but he can't hide his frame. That boy is a $110. And when I see that frame, I'm like, okay, it's not Halloween. Who came? First of all, how do you come in here? First of all, my door's going to be locked. But you came in here with that small body and a hammer. My first thing, when I have weapons all over the house, my first thing is kapow. Is my first thing. My second thing is I don't have the gun on me. Second thing is shame. And then I'm gonna tear his mask off, and I might laugh. And you see his shirt. That's a shirt he wore. That's a shirt he had on underneath his gear.
His Catwoman suit.
Oh my Lord! Like clearly his parents are in his life. Because I don't go with the narrative of he must not have been raised right. I don't do that because parents raise you at home for the most part. You are in school with your peers for 8 hours a day. You're with different teachers 8 hours a day. You're getting raised by everybody. It's not just parents. I hate when I see that online. They're like, the parents didn't raise them right. Because our parents raised us, let's say, perfectly, right? Pretty much. Right from wrong, all that stuff. And we've done stupid shit. So it's not all about the parents. Like, he's been around other people, obviously soft individuals, or maybe he's just a bitch. And that's okay. But let's just run down how much of a bitch he is. And I hate to cuss. You know I don't cuss. But let's just run down how much of a bitch he is. He bought a ticket because someone was talking shit to him online that he couldn't even get to. He got to that state, probably had to buy a hotel. He went to Ace Hardware, didn't get a drill or knives, multiple knives or anything. He bought a hammer. I don't even like the hammer wasn't even like a ball peen hammer. It was like almost like a mallet.
Well, that adds to the mystique.
And then he went to the house, didn't scope out the house to see who was in there, didn't see if there's any animals, they couldn't see if there's an alarm system. What did he do? He just tried the front door and it was open. He said, damn, this is easy. I'm a master criminal. And then he got the element of surprise on the other kid who was like 19 or 20, hit him to hit somebody in the head with a hammer and still have non-life-threatening injuries, and then the person's able to scream upstairs for help. You weren't hitting them very hard. So that's what I said. That boy must have been $110 for have the kid still wrestling after he's caught by surprise by a guy with a hammer. Because me and you hit somebody in the head with a hammer by surprise in the back hard enough, not the back of the head hard enough, boom, that's plop. They're not going to be dead probably, but they're not going to be able to speak. That's it. Your motor skills are going to be gone for a second. Your speech skills are going to be gone. He hit that boy a couple times, and the kid was still yelling help. And now he's in jail and has a nerve to cry. What defense? I want to hear the defense. Like, I don't usually follow stories like this. I want to hear the defense that his lawyers have. Besides, he has no criminal history. Who cares? This is enough criminal history for anybody right here. This is just stupid. The stupid crime should always get more time, in my opinion. This is stupid.
Scotty, let me play a little devil's advocate.
I hate him.
Play a little devil's advocate here. All right. Now the title shows my man stands on business. So maybe this was his mindset. He said, "Look, I'm tired of all these people out here talking crazy on the internet. We talk about all the time. Twitter fingers. Oh, I'm gonna whoop your ass. Oh, when I find you, oh, meet me out here. Blah blah blah. Get that all day, every day." He's like, "Look, I'm tired of this. We don't know the back and forth, which I want to hear the original audio because I know it's out there somewhere."
Well, you're not going to hear it probably because
I don't care if I need to sneak in court. I want to hear it, but
you're not going to hear it.
But I'm just saying I want to. I'm not saying I will or won't.
Oh
I
yeah.
want to hear the original audio. But all I'm saying is maybe somewhere out there he's like, "Look, I don't want to hurt nobody, but these people who just talk crazy online and think they safe need to learn a lesson. Maybe they just bit that straw." And he's like, "All right, I don't want to kill nobody. I'm gonna go to Ace Hardware. I'm gonna get this rubber mallet, and I don't want to kill nobody. But next time he hop online, he gonna think second about talking crazy because you might be talking to Edward Cocaine." So that may be a warning to the video game internet out here that you just can't talk crazy to anybody because you don't know who you're talking to, and people might be able to find you.
That's all. Maybe that's all well and good.
Hero we really need. Because how many times you play video games where you hop in, you getting called the N-word by little Sammy, who's 13 years old at his house, 2 minutes into the game just because you beating him?
A lot. But I'm not gonna go fly to whoop Sammy's ass. You know what they have on video games now?
Because you're like, hey,
wait.
No, my first name Edward. You ain't read about me. You know
what they have on video games now that will stop all that? They have a mute button. You can mute the person. Boom, that's over. The problem is, he could have done so many things. He could have muted the guy. He could have left the game. He could have, matter of fact, there's a block button. You could have blocked the guy and you can report him. This is my thing. He probably doesn't even have the audio because you don't just get the audio. You can't just retrieve it. You have to actually record it on your system. And you can only do that on PlayStation, PC, and Xbox. So you can record the gameplay. But he didn't do that. He didn't do all that because I guarantee you it was just name calling. That dude didn't threaten to kill you. He didn't threaten to do all what for what? It's the same thing. And I like to put myself in the situation because usually it's just me how I feel. This is how everybody should feel. Who gives a shit about what somebody says about you online unless they are like damaging their character online? It's a video game. You don't have your picture up there. No one knows who you are. They just know you're a dickhead 123.
That's true.
If asshole 245 calls me the N-word enough times, I can hit the report button, I can record the audio, and then I'm gonna mute it. Problem solved.
You know what?
Well, wasting my money because that little $400 could use that to pay my car insurance for 6 months.
They usually, if people do crazy stuff out here, they usually run some Kickstarters for people. They usually donate money to people. And I might need to start it. I think my man Edward Cocaine needs a Kickstarter here because if there's people we need on the internet who go stand on business, we need this guy. We need this guy out there so to teach the world a lesson. You can't just talk crazy to anybody. I got his back. I'm on his side here. Now, did he do it stupid? Oh, of course. Yeah, that's a big waste of money. You're an idiot for going to the house and you lucky you didn't get shot. But for the sake of comedy and entertainment, I am on the back of Edward Cocaine.
What I do think is, I don't think you should you should find somebody and do that kind of shit. But because you're obviously the bad cop here. But I'm saying is, well, we always talk about this. People's profiles online should be public anyway.
Yeah,
because people say it's okay to. I don't care if you call somebody a bitch or this or that, but racist shit, sexist shit, the PEDO kind of shit that I see online, and general bigotry and all that kind of stuff. Sure, like you should be able to report that kind of stuff. And if you have a blank profile, nothing happens to you at all. But in video games, that's why I think it's silly. Let's just say Edward himself didn't start it, because he could have started it. I've had guys online start talking shit. When the match starts, I beat the shit out of them and I say, "You got anything else to say, bitch?" And then they go on a tirade of "I'm gonna kill you" and this and this and this and that, like some bitches. So it could have been he could have started it.
You could have.
And that's why I'm like, but either way, if the other kid started it and it was something vicious enough to get him crazy like that, you can report it. Just save the audio. Especially if he's on PlayStation. Oh, PlayStation don't play with none of that stuff. You can call somebody a jerk in a message and report it, and PlayStation might ban them for a day or might like suspend their account. They don't play with that kind of stuff at all. So it's like in the video game world, no excuse. No excuse. I've known guys that have gotten into a fight over Yu-Gi-Oh card games in person. Like, these boys is soft. Devastatingly soft.
In a lesson, there should be nothing that happens on the transpire of a video game that makes you fly overnight to another state. Just break into somebody's house and try to kill them. I think that's a little bit far. But I'm with you. You made another good point. The thing is, there is so much to privacy on the internet, and the fact that you can make especially Twitter, it's horrible for this. You can make 1 million profiles, and no one knows who you are. You can say any kind of crazy stuff to them, and yeah, you can block them. It's annoying. People do get on your nerves. You may go back with them. I've argued with some people online. I've never said nothing crazy to somebody. I think the worst thing I did, I called this dude Lil Sis the other day, and I was like,
yeah,
like,
that's not bad.
It's not your fault. Like it's cool, but yeah, I think this is very extreme, but it is funny. But yeah, man, just you need some therapy, especially wasting all that money flying down there. I'm right, but that's a lot of effort.
That's a lot, man. And I've only known in person. I've only known one other person in my life to drive. I knew of a person that drove from Maryland to Pennsylvania to beat somebody's ass.
Yeah, because the most
he succeeded. He succeeded, but that was a whole different story. That was like an ongoing physical thing. So that one, at least to me, made more sense because they were ongoing physical altercations with that group of people. I said, okay, that makes sense. But someone I don't know online on a video game that's competitive and you're talking shit to me. First of all, Darren, the game is arcade.
I mean, you don't take arcade seriously enough. So
nobody takes arcade seriously because it has like 19 people around the world playing that shit. This is some silly shit. I hope he gets some therapy. Like, I don't wish the worst on people like that. I hope if therapy can help him, I hope someone can talk to him because, like I said, his parents seem to be in his life. But imagine if I did that, Darren. My mother wouldn't even see me in jail.
Nobody's coming to visit you.
Nobody that I know is coming to, because nobody is even going to believe it. They're going to be like, he wouldn't do that. And if they did, they'd be like, oh, leave his dumb ass in jail.
Yeah, he learned a lesson.
I couldn't, and I wouldn't even be able to have the same friends. I wouldn't even have the same friends I had now. They would disown me for doing shit like that. So maybe he didn't have anybody around him at all besides his parents. Maybe that's all he had. Maybe he didn't know. Because if you don't have any social cues at all, and all you have is a video game, and you take that like that's your whole life, I could see possibly, but then you got to think if he's been playing this for years and whatnot, this is the first person that's talked shit to him on a video game. I doubt it.
Oh, it was the last. It was the last.
It's definitely the
last. He's saying he said, I guarantee one way or another this won't happen again.
Yeah. And I don't think the judge is going to give him life, but that's what the magistrate has said. He said this can carry a life sentence in Florida, 2nd degree attempted murder. He said he's not only that, you're not even from the community. You came up here with the intent to kill this man with a hammer, because it wasn't a mallet. It wasn't a ball peen. I think it was like one of those hammers that have the back that you can take the screws out. So if we hit him with that could have actually killed him.
Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh man, it's a crazy news story, but I thought we had to talk about this. I thought it was one kind of funny, a little entertaining, and all crazy at the same time. And I don't know, we love crazy news stories, so. But I need y'all to let me know. Did my man Edward Cocaine stand on business, or was this way, way too far? I don't know. But let me know. So, Scotty, talked about this. Some people may say he stood on business and have a different opinion of it than you. But if they do have that, let them know where they can continue to talk about this with you at.
Well, you can talk to it on me with TikTok, with Corona Comics on TikTok. You can't send me a message, but you can comment on any of my videos. And if you have an interesting enough channel, I will follow you, and then you can message me. I have my messages on private because people will come in my messages and say, oh, he stood on business, and they'll just spam the message over and over again. But you can send me a follow request, and I'll follow you on TikTok. We can talk about it. Now, if they have of the opinion that Darian is correct, and that kid stood on business and did everything right, where can they find you?
Well, as usual, I'm on the right side. But if you got an opinion like me, or you got a different opinion, man, I am now hard to find. TikTok, IG at Find It Johnson, those are my personal accounts. Here, where most of you are watching on Boy Quitting, so go ahead and give that a follow. Like I said, our videos go live there all the time, so go in, you can chat, you can talk about it. It's a good place to hang out at. But let me not be selfish. Let's say you want to talk to Scotty. You can't even talk to me. You're still undecided. And you want to talk to both of us together. You can do that at Minor League Films on all social media. That is YouTube. That is TikTok. Both of those, and YouTube Shorts. Scotty puts up every day. A lot of comic content. Like I said last episode, we got to talk about The Boys coming up. So that will be up soon. Also, The Bear is out. I got to watch the first episode of that. Also, A Quiet Place Day 1 comes out this weekend. So I'll be doing that. Got to get back to my 45-second reviews. But we got plenty of content up. And Scotty has pledged to hop up in here, try to be on the daily, at least during the week, and talk a lot. So a lot more stuff coming to you. So go ahead and hit that like. Don't forget to come over to YouTube and hit that sub. We got plenty of content over there. If you haven't seen it, check that out. And that's all I got.
And we out.
Catch you next time.
To the Jersey to Florida with a hammer.
Stood on business.
A hammer.